At the drop, and Vic Country through Callan-Geary to Hallinan out wide, and Hallinan again. He's going to kick the half forward.
Distinction. He's actually gone into the midfield, and he's very good. He plays to his strengths, and he's a really good clearance player. So he's been very valuable for Vic Country in there at times.
So Victoria, Koby Stevens trying to get the hand pass out, and he was caught. Maybe caught a little high, so he'll get the free kick for Vic Country, and they can dart away. The kick to half forward. Butcher had a crack at it. Rowan, he reads it beautifully. And what about the speed as well? He just darts away and be able to gather it in and then clear. He goes across, and Farron Priest loops a hand pass over the top. Cunnington couldn't take it. WA got some numbers here. So ball up again. Here go Vic Country. Now Koby Stevens has got the footy. He can take a bounce. He dropped it momentarily, then he gathered it back. He goes inside the 50. Where's the big target? Butcher. Vardy was also the flyer as the ball.
Gives you the mindset of the Country boys at the moment, that sort of stuff. They really look sharp here, Vic Country. Western Australia, as we say, going into this game, probably heavy favourites, really undefeated. Been so impressive, the WA boys, but early days I know, but they're taking it right up to WA.
Inside the 50. Here comes Vardy again. This time he couldn't take it. Ball hits the deck. Christensen's got it. He's wrapped up. Got a hand pass away, the umpire said. Cunnington had just kicked that goal. His hand pass was charged down, but he was able to get it back. The hand pass back. Koby Stevens just leaves it. And going. He's 70 out. He brings it inside the 50. The kick not great. Out comes Carr. Gathering. Stevens at goal. And missing.
Wasted opportunity there. Should have done a little bit better. It's a good handball. Got him into some space. Lucky, I thought, but...
Callan-Geary goes to half forward. Stevens, can he scoop it up? He went for broke, but he left the football behind. This is Winmar. From half back to half forward. Back he goes. Thompson couldn't get boot to ball. Coming through was Grabowski. Got a hand pass over to Stevens. Grabowski again. He's got it on the wing. He'll go for a bit of a run. Hand pass forward. Bastanek, clever. Knocked it on to Stevens. And here they go through.
Can happen. Fantastic clearance and goal.
So last 3 goals to WA. The Country. Stevens was tackled. They're under all sorts of pressure now. Cunnington got his hand pass forward.
So he probably needed a bit of a spell. But I reckon they just need to watch the back of their setup here, because this big fella's getting right on top for WA.
Haywood knocked it down. Comes to Stevens. He got the hand pass out. Bastanek. Now he's got Tim Ryan with a good tackle and the kick to half forward.
They're out here.
The Country had numbers at the drop. He'll be close to be going over the boundary line. There's the siren. A good first half. Terrific first half after Victoria.
30 players each year. Those boys are, the 17, 18-year-olds. So you can't be in the academy, obviously, if you...
The Big Country have it covered. Slabbert had it and left it behind. He goes back after it again. Able to get it off to Stevens. Now out towards the wing. McMillan Pittard trying to gather it in.
Young players have this amazing habit. They want to bounce it every 2 metres. I don't know if they've someone's talked to them about the rules and you can run and carry that 10, 15 before you bounce it.
That's your job.
You'll be the test out in the wing. So Vic Country slowly bringing it to half back. Koby Stevens with the footy now.
There are some blokes that just like aggression, and they like contests, and they like physicality in the game. And I just got a sneaky...
And Hooper keeps it low and kicks it to the wing. It's going to come off because it's Koby Stevens for Vic Country inside the 50 over the head of Christensen. Lost his feet. He regathered it and then took the footy.
Guys, they pretend they're going to kick it and slip. And they have to go back over the mark. Jason McCartney, of course, was a forward in his day. Bit of a backman as well, mainly forward.
Back.
From nil.
Stevens inside the 50. Butcher had a crack at it, but couldn't take the mark. It's one of the best we've seen. He's going to come back inboard. And the mark has been taken by Koby Stevens, who will line up for goal.
That's champagne special commentary by...
I might hang it up while I'm ahead.
Yeah, hang it right up. Gary Rowan. What's for Gary Rowan? Just before he takes off and takes a screamer, Jason McCartney, take a bow.
That was a big grab. We'll have a look at that in just a moment, but Stevens coming in from point-blank range and guides it through.
Well, we've talked about his pace, Jace, but saw him down at Geelong in one of the early games take a screamer.
Yeah.
And another one today.
Another kick here.
Of every round.
It's as good as last night's lotto in a way.
Oh. Yeah, I think, what was it, 53 million last night?
53 million, some bloke in South Australia. Sir, if you're listening, congratulations. You're probably not watching this, I wouldn't have thought.
I'm tipping, unless his kid's playing, he's going to be doing some stuff.
WA's fine contributors off half-back there too with his run and carry.
I'm not sure he would have played, Brad Shepherd would have played on someone that quite this explosive pace.
No.
Have you tested him yet?
We would have testing results. Get interesting. It'd be really hard to pick. The last couple of years, I think most good judges have been able to pick who maybe the first round picks are, and in order. I don't think it will be as easy as that this year.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jace. Just what I've seen. You throw a blanket over about 20 players, all good players, but you're right. Do you go the midfielder, or do you go the tall, or do you go the ruckman, or do you, you know what I mean? Or do you go the pace, or do you go the kicker, the bloke with a good kicking ability? There are a number of things that will be taken into consideration when it's an even draft.
And so you think of a Melbourne situation, obviously been talked about Tom Scully, and if they did have that priority pick, they get the second pick as well. Do they go for a key forward, or do they go for maybe a Trengo, who's probably been the other standout midfielder in the competition?
Here's net scoring again. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Is it so? It's a midfielders draft. Is that a fair comment, Jace?
Yeah, look, the key position players, John Butcher's been one. He came into the championship under a bit of an injury cloud, so he's carried that through. So no doubt it hasn't been his best carnival he's played. Probably Jack Fitzpatrick's been a little bit inconsistent too for Vic Metro. So throughout the championships, it's been the smaller players it's really dominated the midfielders. But leading into that through WA, SA, and also the TAC Cup system, there's been some really good performances by the big key position forwards and defenders.
Well, I reckon the theory is if you've got the high pick and there's a good forward, a good key position player you're taking. Yeah. That's my view.
I'll have a program today, and the reports I'm getting, and from what I've seen, especially out of Vic Metro and Vic Country at under 16 level, those 93 birth boys that come into Allen's pool of players potentially, there's some really good types in amongst that.